Hey, what's up, universe? It's 8:33, 8:34 just turned p.m. on Wednesday, July 19th, 2023. Um, I, uh, I got totally blown off base, by a very simple thing. It's Wednesdays and Thursdays are the days that my boys stay with Angela, and they're going on vacation and everything. And I had mentioned in a previous video that I was cool with that because that just kind of allows me some relief financially, and just have to feed myself and worry about myself and all of that because I'm literally at the end here. And I get a message, their friend that we play games with is like, hey, we playing? And my youngest son's like, I don't know, it depends on where I'm staying. And I'm like, so I shoot him a direct message and I'm like, what are you talking about? Long story short, he was like, oh, mom said that I could stay with you. If it was okay with you. Anyway, this inspired, just totally fucking blew me off my center because for a lot of reasons, when my kids aren't here, my attention is focused on what it is. I'm an artist, right? So I create things. I have a certain, I get very myopic about my attention. I get really just zoned in, and I have that expectation when they're not here. So it was obviously an expectation in my mind that I was like, I'm going to have this time. And expectations, man, they're motherfuckers. Expectations are motherfuckers. And that's my own fault. Okay, I'm going to totally own that. And then, of course, on top of that, there's the financial side. There's food, because I'm like, I just bought food the other day that took us through today. So I was like, okay, again, just have to worry about myself from here on out. So now I'm like, fuck, now I've got to worry about food, and all of this. So of course, what came up is just a lot of things about, what do I communicate? How do I communicate? Because my relationship with my youngest son is something that I've been working on repairing for the last year. And of course that my sons are welcome here. You know what I mean? So that brings up shame and guilt and just a lot of frustration at myself. I'm the one that put myself here, you know what I mean? And so it's just like, all of a sudden there's this fucking shitstorm in my brain. And so, and I want to be very honest with my children, and just let them know what's coming up for me, just to be honest and transparent, and not have them take it on, and feel guilty about anything, because it's not their fault. It's not a problem, right? And so I had to work on how I was communicating to Milo about what came up for me. And then I sent Angela a text, and, it was just part of the frustration too, is that, again, around the expectation, I was like, nobody mentioned this to me. This is the first I'm hearing about it. So it was just totally blindsided. And of course, what comes up for me with that is, how do I show up and how do I make decisions? And I've blindsided people all out through my life, so I'm receiving what I've put out. Okay, okay. And that doesn't bother me in the sense of oh shit, I need to change how I am. Life's that way, you know what I mean? Shit happens that I didn't fucking expect, that's a part of life. My dad's, the anniversary of my dad's death is coming up. I didn't fucking plan for that, you know what I mean? So things in life happen. And so I'm okay with things being rather abrupt. I'm okay with being abrupt myself. So I'm not blaming anybody. I'm not upset that Milo was like, hey, but I'm just acknowledging that it jarred me, and it took me off my center. And then, through my exchange with Angela, I was like, well, can you bring him out here? And this will be the first time that she's ever brought either one of the kids out here. I've always driven them out to her. But I asked her, I was like, can you please bring him out here? And she's like, of course. And she's like, is there anything that he can bring to help, lessen the burden on you? Because I explained to her, I was like, this is just kind of where I'm at, just I was transparent with her like I was with Milo. And so basically she is extending herself again, being extremely generous when she owes me no loyalties, about, helping out. And that brings up a lot. And some more guilt and shame of just, and frustration at myself. And then, of course, just feeling deeply moved and touched that she would even offer that. And so there's a lot. And I'm really grateful for her offer. And it's very generous. She's very, very kind. So to help move this energy, I've cried. I have screamed. And I'm not angry with anybody. I'm just, except for like myself, I feel frustrated with myself. And all of the 777s I've seen today, I've seen like 4 of them, like just crazy. And again, sometimes I'm like, all right, well, if shit's supposed to be good, then like, where is it? And so this is definitely pushing me on my faith too, where it's just is like, fuck, man. But it's nobody's fault, it's just things I'm managing. This is all me. Anyway, just putting it out there, capturing it, like this is real. Here it is. All right. Well, I need to go to the store and do that. And I know it's all going to work out because like I have 40 some odd bucks left, maybe 38 something. And there's things that I've thought about, like, other things I've entertained spending that little bit of cash on that I kind of need as well. But it's been coming up to me to be like, hey, don't worry about it. Like, just wait on that. Just hold on. And to me, it's like, okay, obviously the reason I felt that nudge to hold on is because, hey, look, here's an opportunity to spend some more time with my kids. And look, here's a need. I need some more food. Here's the funds. All right. So I know it's all going to work out. It just really kicked my... I'm trying to decide if I want to use the expression that I was just about to use. It just really took me off base. It was, that was a nut tap. If I'm going to be honest, that kind of took the wind out of me for a second. So, don't mean to be so crass or vulgar. Just if I'm going to equate it to something, it was a little bit like that. All right. I'm gonna just get myself ready here and go to the store and ground myself some more. All right. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for giving me some time and space. love you. I'll talk to you later.